Hello, in this video I'll be talking about variables in C. So, a variable is a container that stores data of a particular type. In C, there are mainly three types of variables, which are integers, floats, and characters. Floats are decimal values. So, to initialize or create a variable, I will start with the data type that I want to store, which is an integer, followed by the name. I will call it num, and with an equal sign I will assign it a value like 10. So here I have initialized an integer called num to the value of 10. This is called initializing. To declare a variable is different. Declaring is we are calling a data type with just a name and not assigning it a value. This is just called declaring. Here I will initialize more variables of float type, and I'll call it decimal with a value of 0.7, and a character variable called character, and in single quotes s. I can also initialize multiple variables of the same type in the same line. So I can initialize x to 2, y to 3, and z to 4 in the same line. Similarly, I can also declare variables of the same line, like int a, b, and c. Now, I want to print one of these variables out. So I'll use printf, and I'll just write num. Now we'll see if it prints anything. As we can see, there is a warning that we cannot print out num. That is because we have to use a format specifier. In C, a format specifier is what allows us to print a variable of a data type. So for numbers or integers, the format specifier is %d. And now if I try to print it out, we can see that the value 10 is printed, which is the value we assigned to num. Now I can also print out number, and although we have not initialized any value to number, I can still print it out. Now this prints out to 0, but it can be also any random value. So it is always better to initialize variables. Now, after declaring number, I can also set number to a value like 3. And now since I've set the value of the integer number to 3, I can print out number with its value, which was 3. Similarly, for floating points, which are decimals, I can print the format specifier is %f, and I need to change number to decimal. Now once I run this, we can see that it has print out 0.7 with its following zeros. This is because printf prints out the entire variable and not just 0.7. To print out a specific number of points after the decimal point, I will use point 1, and this will print us the first digit after the decimal point. As you can see, it has print out the only 0.7. If I change this to 0 to %.3f, it will print out the first three digits after the decimal point, which is 0.700. For characters, the format specifier is C. As you can see, it has print S, which was our character S. Now, there is another data type, string, which is just a line of characters. So for this, we will use char s for string with straight brackets and in double quotes, hello. Now this s is the name of our string, and the format specifier for string is %s. When we print this out, we can see that the string hello is being printed out. In C, we cannot have variables of the same name, even if they are different data types. So, for instance, I have an int number. I cannot create a char number and set it to n. And if I try to print this out, %c number, I'll get an error. This is because number was already declared and initialized to 3. That is it about variables in C. Thank you.